Am I in the air?
Well, all right. What is going down, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? My name is DONMEGA, and I'm your host. I'm so happy that you're here to join me once again to get caught up with all the latest and the greatest when it comes to entertainment news and television movies and non-spoiler reviews. You come right here on a week-by-week basis to get caught up with it all. It's season 29, episode 11, and tonight's show is titled True Power. We're going to be breaking down the news from November the 14th through today, November the 19th. Broadcasting live from the Red Dragons radio studios here in Arizona. Got a couple TV shows to talk about, quick movie thought, and then, of course, the news of the week. So let's jump on into it. Let's not waste any more time because we are here and we are ready to rock and roll. So on the movie side, I don't have nothing new to talk about because the big new movie of the weekend was Red One, the new action comedy Christmas movie starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Chris Evans. I talked about this movie on last week's episode because I got to see the film early. I got to go to an early press screening last week, and I recorded the podcast right after and gave you guys my thoughts on last week's episode. So then the weekend came, and of course, that was the big new movie of the week. And so now it makes it to where I don't have nothing to talk about on this week. But I will just shout out once again Red One, man. I actually went and saw it again a second time over the weekend. My daughter really wanted to see it again. I took her up to Phoenix for her birthday, and there is a Harkins cinema up there that has this Cine XL. I've never heard of it before, but it had great reviews, and it was basically saying it was Harkins, kind of equivalent to an IMAX screen. But yeah, once again, it's called a Cine XL presentation. So I decided to check it out when we went and saw Red One the second time. I said, let's go spend a couple extra bucks. Let's see it in this crazy Cine XL. And it was pretty cool, man. It was a pretty big ass screen, very fancy theater, very fancy recliners. It was a good experience. It was pretty expensive though. 3 tickets to see it on a Saturday night cost me about $55. But you know, there you go. Donating again for The Rock, since maybe because the first time I watched it, I got to see it for free. So I had to double pay down on the second viewing. But my daughter really wanted to see it again. My wife hadn't seen it yet. So we went and we checked out Red One again for a second time. And I really enjoyed it once again. I gave it a real good review on last week's episode. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. As a Christmas action comedy, it did its job for me. And this is another one of those movies that when you look at the critic side, it's at like a 35%. And then you look at the audience rating and it's at a 90%. And I see a lot of tweets and I see a lot of posts saying, how can it be so divided? It's kind of very easy because this is why when I did my review on last week's episode, I said specifically I review movies based on what I'm walking into. I went into a Christmas movie that was going to provide me laughs and action. Did it do that? Yes. So I grade it on that scale, 4 out of 5 stars, right? Has nothing to do with the quality of the movie. It has to do with what was my feelings towards what they presented to me based on what I thought I was walking into. It's the same way I talk about when I review kid movies, right? A kid movie is not made for me. It's made for people like my daughter or younger kids. And I'm going to watch it through that lens. I'm going to try to judge it from that lens and give it a fair score. Unlike what most critics do, they bash. For whatever reason, they bash. And they are bashing Red One very, very hard, which is making a lot of people not want to go see it because the critic score is so low. Guys, I'm telling you, look at the audience rating, 90%. Your general public is going in and having a great time with this movie. It is delivering what it set out to do. So take that as your example, not the critic one, please. So I just wanted to take a second. I'm not here to do another review. Red one, 4 out of 5 stars. My daughter said 5 out of 5 stars. It's a fun Christmas flick. I know it's number one at the box office. It could have been doing a little bit better. Unfortunately, we'll talk box office here in a minute. But go support it, man. And if you can't get to the theater, check it out when it hits Prime Video. I think you're gonna like it. Okay, switching on over to the TV side, got a couple new shows to talk about. Number one, it's a new comedy that I've really been waiting for, Saint Denis Medical. This is on NBC. It also streams on Peacock. This stars Wendy McClendon Covey, David Allen Greer, Allison Tolman, Josh Lawson. Really great comedic cast here that is about an eclectic group of underfunded yet dedicated doctors and nurses who navigate caring for their patients and each other while keeping it all together at an Oregon hospital. This show is filmed in my favorite style, which is kind of documentary style, talking to the camera, giving their testimonials, but then seeing all the craziness, filmed as it's happening. Very office style. But this is from the people that did Superstore, and I loved Superstore, one of the best comedies in the last 10 years. For network television. And I was very excited for this show when I heard it was from those creators and it had a great cast. I was ready. They dropped the first 2 episodes last week and I loved it. The show is hilarious. I'm so happy that it turned out to be good. I can't wait to see more. I think a new episode just dropped tonight. I am ready for it. So guys, if you love just a good half-hour comedy sitcom, this is one to definitely check out. Big thumbs up for St. Denis Medical over streaming on Peacock. All right, next up over on Max, I checked out the new HBO original Dune Prophecy. I wasn't sure about this show, man. This is one of those shows that you watch the trailer and you're like, boring. And I watched this first episode and I thought, boring. I'm torn because Dune, the movie, the first movie with Timothée Chalamet, I hated that movie. It was so boring. I hated it. Dune 2 came out earlier this year, and I actually really, really liked it. It was a great movie, big step up from that part one. Dune Prophecy, not really attached to the same people, but it is a prequel series to the movies that we're watching. So I kind of felt obligated to check this one out. And like I said, it was pretty boring. Not much happens in this first episode. It's an okay setup. It just drags. It was like an hour and 6 minutes long for this first episode. I hate when they stretch out certain episodes for shows. It didn't need to be that long. I will try to give it a couple more episodes. I don't want to tap out. I never try to tap out on a show after one episode because I feel like sometimes shows just need time to ramp up. So I'm gonna try. New episodes drop every Sunday. We got one episode out right now. I'm only meh on it as it stands. I hope it definitely has moments for sure, but overall it's leaning towards that Dune 1 side rather than the Dune 2 side. So we'll see how it goes from here, but right now I'm just kind of um the jury is out on Dune Prophecy. And then lastly, I just want to shout out that Cobra Kai is back, my friends. That's right, Cobra Kai is back for season 6, part 2. The next 5 episodes have dropped. They're breaking up season 6 of Cobra Kai because it's the final season. They're breaking it up into 3 parts. And part 1 came out a couple months ago. Part 2 just dropped Friday, another 5 episodes, and then early next year we'll get the final 5 episodes. So far I'm a couple episodes in, really digging it. It's that Cobra Kai goodness that you always love and crave. Nothing new here. If you liked the show before, you're gonna like this. If you didn't before, I don't see why you would like it now. It's the same shit, but we love the flavor, so we'll keep coming back for it. Cobra Kai now streaming over on Netflix. All right, that's all I got this week, guys. Red One now in theaters, 4 out of 5 stars. Over the TV side, St. Denis Medical, big thumbs up. Check it out on Peacock. Dune Prophecy over on HBO and Max, kind of in the middle. And Cobra Kai season 6 part 2 over on Netflix and now streaming. Giving on over to the box office. Coming in number 10 is Anora. Number 9 is A Real Pain. Number 8, Hello Love Again. Number 7, Conclave. Number 6, Smile 2, which, by the way, Smile 2 has just hit premium VOD as of today. So if you missed this one in the theater, I loved Smile 2. So definitely this is one worth checking out now that you can rent and buy it. Number 5 is The Wild Robot. Number 4 is Heretic. Number 3, The Best Christmas Pageant Ever. Number 2, Venom: The Last Dance. And number 1, Red One. That's right. Congratulations there to The Rock, J.K. Simmons, Chris Evans, Lucy Liu, Jake Kasdan, and the whole cast and crew, man. Red One, number 1. But like we said, man, box office is a little torn here. They were original estimates had this movie coming out around 50 mil. And then going into the weekend, they were like, maybe it'll hit 30. And then as the weekend was rounding out, it looked like it was going to hit 34 million at the number 1 spot. When the final numbers came out, it actually only hit 32.1. So it didn't even hit that 34, but it hit 32.1. Some estimates say it's spot on. Some people say it's good and they're happy with it. Other people are calling it a flop because it's a $200 million movie and it only made 32 million. Movies that cost that much really need to open in that 80 plus million kind of range. We'll see if the movie has any kind of legs. Amazon has come out and said, hey, this movie was always intended to be a Amazon Prime original, but they threw it in theaters for the Christmas season to get people to something Christmassy to watch. And they said that they feel like they'll make it up on Prime Video and get a lot of streams, and people will obviously get it into that Christmas rotation. So we'll see if that ends up happening. So that's your box office. Now let's get on over to our news of the week. And once again, if you want to see any of these trailers, posters, articles, they're all up on our X page. X.com/am I on the air. Easy place to go to. Even if you don't like X or you don't subscribe or you're a member, you can just go to that URL and at least check out the goodness, okay? We got Coleman Domingo in his new movie. That's right. He stars in a new official trailer for The Madness, which is going to be streaming on Netflix starting on November 28th. We have the first trailer for Beetle 64, which is streaming starting November 29th over on Disney Plus. It's a new documentary that's been produced by Martin Scorsese. We have the new trailer for The Last Showgirl. This is Pamela Anderson's new movie. Gia Coppola directed this one. It hits theaters on January 10th. We have the first official trailer for Jamie Foxx and Cameron Diaz's new teaser for their new action movie, Back in Action, which is premiering on Netflix January 17th. I've already seen this movie. I saw this movie like 6 months ago, and it still doesn't even come out on Netflix till January 17th, which is crazy. But, I'm curious to actually watch it again and see if anything's been changed or updated since the version that I watched back in the day. So, decent, fun little action movie here, I hear, man. So check out the trailer for that. Robbie Williams stars as a CGI monkey. That's right. We got the new official trailer for Better Man. This hits theaters on Christmas Day, December 25th. Haley Lou Richardson is joining Amelia Clark in a new spy thriller called Ponies. Richard E. Grant and Emily Mortimer have joined the new Netflix comedy movie Ladies First. Die Hard 2 director Rennie Harlan is set to direct Samuel L. Jackson in a new movie called The Beast. We have the Bookie 2 season trailer. Season 2 trailer for Bookie coming soon to Max. I really liked Bookie season 1. It was a funny show, and looking forward to season 2, man. I actually feel like they put this one together really quick. I feel like I just watched season 1 of Bookie just a couple months ago, so crazy to see how fast they got this one together. We got the new trailer for Sterling K. Brown's new movie, Paradise. This is coming to Hulu, where he is under investigation for murdering the president. Really cool trailer, man. I actually really like this trailer. James Marsden is the president. He's his right-hand man, and then James Marsden ends up dead, and they think Sterling K. Brown did it. So, really cool looking movie. Comes to Hulu early next year. Check out the trailer for Paradise. Mythic Quest. I know a lot of people forgot about this one, man. This is a super funny show over on Apple TV Plus. Mythic Quest Season 4 is going to be hitting Apple TV Plus on January 29th. That's right. So just a couple months away, January 29th, 2025, you can get that. And they are still supposedly working on a spin-off as well. So I'm glad that we're getting more Mythic Quest. Transformers 1 is now streaming on Paramount Plus, which is pretty damn awesome, man. Like, I haven't even bought this movie yet because it hasn't even gone on sale and it's already on Paramount Plus. So there you go. If you missed this one in theaters, this movie is excellent. Make sure you check it out right now. We got the new poster for No Good Deed. This is coming to Netflix on December 12th. It stars Linda Cardinelli, O.T. Fegmanel, Dennis Leary, Abby Jacobson, Lisa Kudrow, Poppy Liu, Tiana Paris, Ray Romano, and Luke Wilson. Holy crap. From the creator of Dead to Me, this premieres December 12th on Netflix. Love this poster. Love the trailer that they dropped. They dropped the new teaser trailer for it. It looks awesome, man. I am so there for this show. From the creator of Dead to Me, I loved Dead to Me. So this just looks really, really interesting, man. And I'm so on board. December 12th, baby. Let's do it. Let's see here. Going back to Coleman Domingo's new movie, The Madness, which premieres November 28th. The premise for this film is he's framed for murder on a quest to save his family and clear his name no matter the cost. So nice little action thriller there. A Boys to Men biopic movie is in the works. That's right. The R&B group Boys to Men, who dominated the airwaves in the 90s, is getting a biopic. I will be there for this as well, too, man. Grew up on Boys to Men and would love to see that. Sophie Turner is closing in on the highly coveted role of British archaeologist Laura Croft in MGM, Amazon Studios, and Crystal Dynamics adaptation of the video game. Now, we talked a couple weeks ago about Sophie Turner and another actress who were supposedly in the running, and it looks like it is pretty much down to Sophie at this point. She doesn't really scream Tomb Raider to me, but I like her, so I'll give it a shot. But kind of expected something else there. Really wish they would have just brought Alicia Vikander back. I thought she was excellent as Laura Croft. I want to shout out, on our TikTok, we do quick thoughts. It's a segment I do on TikTok called Quick Thoughts, which are 60-second mini reviews of the movies that we see. And I put these out after every movie I see every single weekend. I also share them to our Instagram page and our YouTube shorts, our threads, our X page. I try to share the video everywhere I can. And I put up a video for Red One that I did with my daughter. It's the quick thought video. And it kind of blew up over the weekend, which was really nice to see. The official Red One Twitter page and Instagram page liked the video and reposted it. So shout out to the Red One social media team for seeing our video and sharing it, man. That was pretty damn awesome. And it really stoked my daughter to see that. She was so happy. So very, very cool there. We have the official synopsis for the Fantastic Four First Steps. Remember, this hits theaters on July 25th, and the synopsis reads like this: set against a vibrant backdrop of a 1960s inspired retro futuristic world, Marvel Studios' The Fantastic Four First Steps introduces Marvel's first family. Reed Richards slash Mr. Fantastic, played by Pedro Pascal, Sue Storm, Invisible Woman, Vanessa Kirby, Johnny Storm, Human Torch, Joseph Quinn, and Ben Grimm the Thane, Eben Moss Bacharach, as they face their most daunting challenge yet. Forced to balance their roles as heroes with the strength of their family bond, they must defend Earth from a ravenous space god called Galactus, played by Ralph Ineson, and his enigmatic Harold the Silver Surfer, played by Julia Garner. And if Galactus planned to devour the entire planet and everyone on it weren't bad enough, it suddenly gets very personal. So there you go. I mean, kind of what we expected, but we'll have to see how it plays out, man. I can't wait to see the first trailer for Fantastic Four. Twisters is now available to stream over on Peacock. We have your first look at How to Train Your Dragon, the live action version, which hits theaters on June 13th, 2025. And on top of this first look, if you fast forward a couple days in our news, just earlier today, the studio officially dropped DreamWorks the official poster for How to Train Your Dragon, the live action version, and the first teaser trailer. It's only about a minute long, but it's pretty damn awesome. It is spot on. And the Toothless that they do in this movie, oh my God, he looks right out the animated movie. It is so cool, man. He looks incredible. You know, I was very late to the party with How to Train Your Dragon. I think I actually watched the third movie before I saw the first one or the second one because I just didn't care. And then I watched the third one and loved it and went back and watched the other two. It's a great series, and I really can't wait to see this live action version, man. It's going to be pretty damn awesome. So check those all out. Conan O'Brien is officially going to host this year's Oscars. That's right. It'll take place on March 2nd. So, congratulations there to Conan. I think that's a great pick. Godzilla Minus One director is going to make his English movie debut over at Sony. Zack Snyder will direct a new action movie about the Los Angeles Police Department. That's going to be for Netflix. A Friday Night Lights remake is in development over at Universal Television. Of course, back to the well for this. It's already been remade multiple times. Predator Badlands director reveals some key differences from past movies. Just a cool little article with some backdrop there. A Forbidden Planet remake is in the works from Warner Brothers. Marvel has released the voice cast for the Marvel Zombies show, which pretty much is all the MCU characters that are going to be featured in this. Those actors are coming back to voice their characters, which is really, really cool, including Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda. So that's pretty awesome right there. Mike Tyson, Jake Paul fight over the weekend over on Netflix was viewed by over 60 million households. Disney has removed the planned Star Wars movie from its 2026 release calendar, while the latest installment of a popular animated franchise is going to take that slot. So in 2026, I know we're getting the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. Then there was that I think is in May. And then there was supposed to be another movie in December, and now that December Star Wars movie is gone. So Star Wars, I don't know why they're having so much trouble on the theatrical side, man. So we'll keep you posted on where it goes from here. Paul Mescal is set to host SNL on December 7th with musical guest Shabuzi. We have the best streaming deals in November. You can get Hulu Plus Live TV for $60 a month, Stars Limited special, and a whole bunch more. So if you're looking for some streaming deals, definitely check this one out. Friggins, if you're listening to this, I know you complain about Peacock all the time. They constantly have amazing deals. You should subscribe so then you can watch Day of the Jackal like I know you want to. Lots of great stuff on Peacock, man. You'll definitely like this one if you just subscribe, my friend. All right, so check it out. Happy's Place and Lopez versus Lopez are getting additional script orders over at NBC, so congratulations. It's always great news to see. Let's continue here. Kevin Smith says that he is going to be working on Dogma 2 soon, and that supposedly he's got Ben Affleck and Matt Damon to return. That would be incredible, man. I'd love to see a Dogma 2 after all these years. I really like that first movie, man. Why not? Especially if you can get everyone to return, man. Deadpool and Wolverine debuted on Disney Plus to 19.4 million views, making it the most watched live action film across Disney Plus worldwide. That is incredible. Yes, you can stream Deadpool Wolverine now on Disney Plus, and it is awesome. They actually just put up the assembled episode of the making of Deadpool Wolverine. I watched that the other night. That was really good as well. So check that out on Disney Plus also. The new Minecraft movie trailer dropped today. Pretty cute. Check that out. Like I said, How to Train Your Dragon trailer dropped today. Comes in theaters June 13th. Yellow Jackets, we finally found out that season 3 will premiere on Valentine's Day. What better day? Eat your heart out. Season 3 will premiere February 14th, 2025 over on Paramount Plus. We have the new trailer for Baby Girl starring Nicole Kidman. The new poster for Sonic 3 that's going to be hitting theaters on December 20th. Angelina Jolie is set to play a filmmaker in Proxima director's new fashion movie, Stitches. Denzel Washington says he is going to be returning for the Equalizer 4 and 5, which is really interesting because on last week's episode, we talked about Denzel Washington saying, I'm going to be retiring soon, and I'm doing Black Panther 3, and then I'm doing like Othello, and I'm doing all these other foo-foo movies, and didn't say shit about Equalizer. And then because he's like, I'm going to do these next 3 or 4 movies, and then I'm retiring. And then now he's like, oh yeah, they asked me to do Equalizer 4, and I'm coming back for 2 more. So I don't know, Denzel. You really don't know what the hell you want to do at this point. But hey, I love the Equalizer movies, so I'm always down for some more, man. Give me 4 and 5. I'll eat them up. Why not? Queen Latifah's version of the Equalizer, though, is also getting a spin-off series, supposedly. So we'll keep you posted on that. It's just in early stages right now. Jason Segel and Samara Weaving are going to try and kill each other in a new movie called The Trip. This sounds awesome. I am so there for that. Juror number 2 is coming to Max. Clint Eastwood's new movie will hit on December 20th. So keep an eye out there. I hear great things about the Juror. Juror number 2, I should say. Um, let's see. Wicked sing along screenings. That's right. I know a lot of people have been waiting for this, including my wife, man. Wicked sing along screenings have set their release date. It is going to start on Christmas Day, December 25th. Over 1,000 screens should be playing sing along versions. So there you go. We have the new teaser trailer for Apple Cider Vinegar, which is Caitlin Dever, who runs a shady wellness empire. True story here. Check it out. I watched this teaser earlier. Pretty interesting there. Now You See Me 3 is officially wrapped production. Will Ferrell will be taken hostage in a new comedy movie called Judgment Day. James Gunn states that most of Peacemaker Season 1 will be canon to the new DCU, minus the finale episode where he encountered the Justice League. And supposedly they're going to have a way in the show that they kind of talk around that. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But yes, they're saying most of season 1 will be canon there. James Gunn also shared Lantern's release date information, discusses that the show will have an adult and grounded approach. Basically, James Gunn says you got Creature Commandos, you got Superman, you got Peacemaker season 2, then you'll get Lanterns, then you get Supergirl. Sounds like the show will come out in early 2026 before Supergirl hits theaters in that summer. Steven, let's see here. Terrifier 3 is going to be hitting VOD on November 26th, just in time for Thanksgiving. Nine Inch Nails soundtrack for Tron Ares will be grittier than previous films. A new Popeye horror movie is coming. That's right. Get ready, baby. It's called Shiver Me Timbers. And it's got a new bloody teaser trailer. So check out the Popeye horror movie teaser right now. The new Suits series starring Stephen Amell will premiere on February 23rd over on NBC and Peacock. We have the first trailer for The Studio, which is starring Seth Rogen as a movie studio executive. It's also starring Catherine O'Hara, Catherine Hahn, Ike Barinholtz, Chase Sue Wonders, Bryan Cranston, Martin Scorsese, Charlize Theron, and Ron Howard. Man, what a cast. This is going to be releasing on Apple TV Plus on March 26th. Great little trailer. I'm ready for it. Love Seth Rogen. Definitely will watch anything he's involved in. We got confirmation that Alan Tudyk is playing Clayface in the DCU. That's who he's going to be voicing and doing there. James Gunn also said that multiple R-rated DC projects are being developed. He says whatever rating is worthy of the story that we're telling is what we're going to do. So there you go, man. They're not being pigeonholed by PG-13s. If they need to tell an R-rated story, they will. If they don't, they won't. So I love the approach. We have your first look at Bob Odenkirk in Nobody 2. This hits theaters on August 15th, 2025. A lot of people wondering what's going on with the new Batman for the DCU. And Batman will not appear in the DCU until the Brave and the Bold movie. That's what James Gunn says. He also said, until we have a screenplay that I'm totally happy with, that movie is not going to get made. Once the Brave and the Bold gets to that point, we will then make that movie. So there you go, man. I know Andy Muschietti, who did the Flash movie, was hired to direct The Brave and the Bold, and I feel like he's been working on that script. They must not be happy with what they've done so far if the movie is still that far off from production. But good to see that they'll make it when they make it. We have the new trailer for The Agency. This is Michael Fassbender's new Showtime spy thriller. Genesis Rodriguez, who is killing it right now on Lioness Season 2. She's in talks to join The Night Agent over on Netflix. Sex education star Emma Mackey has nabbed the female lead in J.J. Abrams' new untitled feature over at Warner Brothers. The actress is joining Glenn Powell and Jenna Ortega in the cast, so nice little addition there. Fleetwood Mac documentary is coming from Frank Marshall. That is in the works over on Apple. Steven Spielberg's new sci-fi movie continues to move forward as he's just added Challenger star Josh O'Connor to the cast. He will also be joining already announced Emily Blunt, Coleman Domingo, Colin Firth, and Eve Hewson. They're already on the call sheet show. Pretty awesome, man. I love that he's stacking up this new sci-fi movie. Javier Bardem is coming aboard to star in a drama series reimagining of Cape Fear. Of course, the movie there with Robert De Niro, based on the Universal Pictures movies. The project is being set up over on Apple TV Plus. Sabrina Carpenter is doing a Christmas special over on Netflix, new holiday special called A Nonsense Christmas, and the first trailer has dropped here. And lastly, are you a wrestling fan? Are you a WWE fan? Because WWE is ready to make its move to Netflix, and we have an official date. Netflix has officially set WWE's Monday Night Raw debut on the streamer for January 6th, 2025. It'll be live from the Los Angeles Intuit Dome. And, the premiere episode is going to have John Cena back, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Bianca Belair. Many surprises, many special guests. Rapper Travis Scott will also be there. He's supposed to be doing the new theme song. It's going to be crazy, man. This is the debut of Monday Night Raw on Netflix. So get ready, January 6th. And on that note, my friends, that is the end of our show. Look at that, right at 30 minutes. Boom. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for joining us and getting caught up with all the latest and the greatest. I hope you feel good about everything. Make sure you spread the love. Let all your friends and family know if they love entertainment news. Come listen to Am I on the Air? Easy. Tell them to go to amiontheair.com. They'll find everything they need, all the links, everything's right there. But yes, make sure you give us a follow over on X, simply at Am I on the Air. Follow me directly at DXDonMega. Same handles over on Threads. We're on Blue Sky as well. I know a lot of people are moving on over to Blue Sky. Just follow Am I on the Air right there as well. Even though I'm not really using it much right now, but we'll see. We'll see as it goes down the road. Um, and of course, make sure you like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Am I on the Air. Follow us on all the socials, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, simply at Am I on the Air, all one word. Subscribe to us on your favorite podcast feed, Apple Podcast, Spotify. We're on all of them, so make sure you subscribe and leave a quick review for me. It'll really, really help wherever you can. And thank you to our great affiliates at Red Dragons Radio and the Pop Culture Pros. Thank you so, so much for always streaming us on demand. And you can follow at Red Dragons Radio and at Pop Culture_Pros. Thank you guys. And that'll do it for me this week. I think we're going to go check out Gladiator 2. And then my wife is dragging me to see Wicked this weekend as well. So this is the new Barbenheimer that's happening this weekend. It's what are we calling this one? Glicked or something like that. You know, Wicked-ator. But yes, this is supposed to be a big weekend, two big releases, and I'll be seeing them both. So on next week's show, we'll talk a little Wicked, we'll talk a little Gladiator 2, and we'll see how it goes from there. So have an amazing week, everyone. Take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all. Peace.